Hello everyone, welcome to Creative Corner. My name is Anusha and today we are going to study the poem Last Lesson of the Afternoon by D.H.LAWRENCE. The setting of the poem is of London post World War I, wherein the government has made it mandatory for all children to go to school and get educated. But since children are not used to the school setup, there is resistance from them. In this poem, the poet expresses a mood of bitter desperation, disappointment, and the lack of gratitude for a teacher's efforts and hard work. The poet, who was also a teacher, felt that his time went futile to motivate and inspire those students who did not want to learn. In this stanza, both the teacher and the students are waiting for the last bell of the day to ring and signal the end of the day and end their tiredness. The poet compares his students to ferocious wild hounds who cannot be tamed. It is because they did not behave in a cultured manner and wanted to be let out of the classroom and set free as if they were tugging at their leashes. The poet says that he cannot pressurize or push his students to learn and seek knowledge because he has already tried his best but to no avail, that is, without success. Here, the leash is the confinement and sitting in the classroom, and quarry of knowledge means chasing after knowledge. Weariness means tiredness, leash is a dog collar, and strained means pulling. Unruly means wild, ferocious, that who cannot be tamed. In this stanza, the poet says that no longer can he handle the impact and shock of 60 untidy notebooks. So, three score means 60. So, he cannot handle the impact and shock of 60 untidy notebooks with ink blotted pages lying on the desk because they appear to be insults to him. Why they appear to be insults to him? Because had children been serious about the subject and respectful to their teachers, they would not have submitted their work in such an untidy manner. So the poet says that he was sick of all this untidy and careless attitude of children, and he then introspects. Introspect means examine our own thoughts, that this practice of teaching learning was not doing any good and was not fruitful to the children or to him. So he contemplates, that means thinks, leaving the profession altogether. Here, endure the brunt means handle the impact or shock. Three score means 60. Blotted means covered in ink spots. Slovenly means untidy. And here it is referred to as unfruitful process of teaching and learning. So the third stanza, the poet asks himself if he is willing to take all this insult anymore or not. He makes a firm resolve that his students have been draining him of all his energy, but now he is no more ready to take it because it is getting a toll on him. He anticipates, means expects to happen, that he will ignore the indifference showed by his students towards gathering knowledge. He will not waste even a speck of his energy on students who don't want to learn and instead utilize his time in doing something productive. So, I will not waste my soul and my strength for this. I will not waste my time and efforts for teaching those students who did not want to learn. So, fuel of life means energy, and take the toll means to cause damage. In this stanza, he tries to convince himself and says that he doesn't care if his students miss on anything because this process of teaching and learning is not fruitful. Why? Because no matter how hard he tries, it all goes in abyss. Abyss means the never ending pit. So it all goes in a never ending pit. Now, here, what is happening is that the poet had been teacher for so long that even after he made the resolve, it was not easy for him to not think about his pupils. So here the poet is trying to convince himself and emphasizes that it does not matter to him whether or not his children can write something as basic as a description of a dog or not, because it is irrelevant. He says that even though the children don't want to learn, yet it is his moral duty and responsibility to care about his students. Towards the end, the poet gets convinced that he would not beat around the bush because his efforts would all be futile. He would just wait for the bell to ring to signal the end of the day. So that was all about this poem. I hope you all enjoyed. Thank you.